My name is Teagan Kavanagh. I'm a detective with the Parker Police Department. I graduated CSU in 2015. I was a sociology student with a concentration in criminology and criminal justice. So law enforcement was always a career path that my dad talked about, but he never actually pursued. He went into the military instead, like most of the people in my family. So my older brother was military, my grandpas were both military, my uncle was military. So I knew that I wanted to do something service-oriented still, but military wasn't what I wanted to do. And so I was a first-generation college student. So when I ended up at CSU as an undeclared undergrad, I was just kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. I didn't really have any real idea of what I was getting myself into when I started applying for colleges. You know, you talk to your high school counselors and stuff about what college is like, but my parents didn't have that experience. Neither did my grandparents. So I wasn't really able to talk to them about, you know, what was going to happen when I get to college. And I think because I was a first-generation college student, I was more motivated to be successful and taking classes in different fields to try to get a feel for what I wanted to do. But law enforcement was always in the back of my head. So I took an intro to criminal justice class, and at the time it was taught by a current police chief, and you know, he made the job sound cool and everything, so that's kind of what sealed it for me. I was like, I could see myself doing that job. I think the first step in my career path was declaring sociology and criminal justice as a major, and then you kind of formulate where you want to go with that. And for me, the criminal justice path was law enforcement. I'm kind of a tech nerd outside of all this, and that's always been something I've been interested in. And I wish I would have explored that more while I was at CSU, whether it's through computer science or IT or whatever it is, because now I'm back in school for that. So I'm actually taking classes through CSU Global for an IT degree. And that's kind of to bolster my career and also, you know, maybe a second opportunity later on. I enjoyed I guess the theory piece of sociology a lot, understanding why things are the way they are or why things work a certain way. And I think sociology does a good job of laying that foundation and giving that understanding or insight into why certain inequalities exist or, again, why things are a certain way. And then how you can be open-minded about it and not become part of the problem. And so that's kind of what I took away from sociology. Whether it's the theory or actually going out and doing work in society and working with people, having that foundation and understanding the inner workings of society definitely helps prep for working in it. And I think in a job like this where your job is 90% talking to people, understanding different backgrounds and things like, you know, racial, ethnic differences, like all the classes that you take in college to understand those things, keeps you open-minded. My first job out of college, I worked for a software company in Longmont as a security guard overnight. I did that while I was applying for departments, and Parker, when they offered me a job, I said see ya to the security job and started here. My name is Teagan Kavanagh and I'm a sociologist.